So hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. On this tutorial, I'll actually be talking about for loops statements in Solidity. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So just like every other programming languages, Solidity actually supports for loops, and their syntax and behaviors are actually very similar to programming languages like JavaScript, C++, etc. So you would actually use for loops for a reoccurring condition whereby you actually want a certain amount of instruction to reoccur several times. We would actually work on a smart contract, a simple smart contract using this for loop to explain it better. So the simple syntax basically for loop you is basically more like this. First of all, this is initialization part. This is your condition, and this is the iteration statement. So inside the curly braces that would be declared, you actually would add the code, basically what you want the execution to be, the code. Let's see this in a practical form. So first of all, we would actually create a simple smart contract that would actually be a pure function. You understand? Would use a pure function whereby it doesn't read on the blockchain and it doesn't write on the blockchain, but using for loop. So let's see how so for loop simply works. So first of all, let's say contract. Let's define our contract body for loop, and let's say function. Now, basically, we would actually want to get the sum of a particular set of number whereby it starts from a specific initialized value. You understand? So let's say sum of digits. So now let's actually write our for loops. Now, first of all, you say for. This is actually the basic syntax for loop, whereby this is where you actually initialize. Like I said, this is for the condition and this is for the increment. Now, this init is where we initialize what we want. So let's say you int. This is the syntax whereby this is initialization, this is the condition, and this is the iteration statement. Now, let's actually initialize. Let's say you int I, a variable I, that's what we want to initialize, equal to 0. Let's initialize it to 0 and give condition. Let's say I is probably less than 10. So now increment, let's actually say I plus plus, which right now what we've done, we've actually initialized, given a condition, and we've increment. Now this is the code where you want what you want your code to execute. We can now say, since it's a pure function, we can actually now say this sum of digits. We can actually say sum of digits plus plus, that's plus 1, equals This is the same thing as we saying sum of digits equal to sum of digits plus 1. So let's comment this out and let's compile. It's compile successful. Let's actually debug. Okay, so this is the loop function. Once I clicked on it, sum of digits is equal to 10. Like I said, it says u int I equal to 0, initialized to 0, and I is less than 10. So meaning if I is less than 10, increment with 1. You understand? So that is basically what the function does. Okay, so I do hope you understood this tutorial. If you do, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.